Back on Sports Fit, Betting Insight today. Time for Big Game Breakdown. As always, sponsored and powered by Bet Online. Exceptional customer service, strong promotions, every possible type of wager players are looking for. Check out the bonus page, sportsbookreview.com, for the latest and best offers up there. Now, everyone is still in it in the American League wildcard chase, pretty much. Orioles and Angels. Bet Online number, Angels $1.22.9. The total, it's Bundy against Ramirez. Even with the Trout injury and all the other injuries, they're still alive. They're only 2.5 games back. And the key was they didn't fall off the map when Trout got hurt, Teddy. They hung in there.
Well, 35 games Mike Trout missed, and the Angels played 500 baseball without him, which was insane considering what their roster looked like when Mike Trout was hurt. But they managed, and they plugged through it. But the question you want to ask, this is a guy that missed 35 games this year. Is he potentially an MVP in the American League this year, despite that absence? Look at the numbers. Number 3 in batting average, 1 in on-base percentage, slugging, and OPS. Of all the players with 250 plate appearances or more, he has had truly an epic season, despite the fact that he missed all those games. And L.A. staying alive in this race, but boy, I don't know if they're going to continue to do it with the Schumacher injury. That is a huge loss for L.A. I don't know if they can lose another starting pitcher.
And they may, by the way, I don't think Trout can get it. He's only going to play in 115 games. So I don't think they're going to go for that, although he's having an incredible year. Ramirez forced to become a starter because of all the injuries. And now, even more important, as you mentioned, because of the Shoemaker injury. But look at this. Last 5 starts, a 1.93 ERA, career high 8 innings in the shutout win against the Phillies. And the markets are noticing what he's been doing, Teddy. This is a great turnaround for this guy. He was in the bullpen in Philly.
Well, I mean, he's been in the bullpen since 2011. So we're not talking about a guy who's just, a little bit of time in the bullpen as he's getting ready to become a big league starter. He's been a reliever for the last 7 years, and then injuries force him to the rotation. And what has he done? Man, he's throwing a nasty fastball. High heat, 96.3 miles an hour. He's got decent control, 2.9 walks per 9, and he's got a good ground ball rate, just shy of 50%. But when we talk about the elite pitchers in baseball, the guys who are really throwing hard, only Luis Severino, Carlos Martinez, and Jarrett Cole have a higher average fastball velocity than JC Ramirez this year. And certainly the markets have taken notice. He's been someone who they've been willing to support in recent weeks. And obviously it's been a good reason why, with a .93 ERA over those last 5 starts.
Well, I'll tell you what this is. This is a team who was expected to be sellers, and they turned out to be buyers. And then that you got a lift, an emotional lift in the clubhouse, saying management believes in us when everyone thought we were out of it. And now they took off. They're 7-2 in their last 9, and they start a huge 10-game West Coast road trip here.
Yeah, I mean, this road trip right here is a massive for Baltimore's season, obviously. And I agree with your assessment there, Pauly, that when management makes a move at the trading deadline and say, we're not going to be sellers, we're still in this, it changes the atmosphere in the clubhouse immediately after. So Baltimore, a really good homestand. Now this 10-game road trip. And then, of course, they come home and play 9-12 versus these same three AL West teams. Angels, A's, and Mariners. 19 of the next 22 games for Baltimore against those 3 teams. Of course, they got to get Dylan Bundy to turn the corner. He did throw 8 shutout innings last time out in the win over Kansas City, but he only had 5 strikeouts, and this is a guy whose velocity and strikeout percentage, not what they were. Look at last year, 8.5 strikeouts per 9 inning, an average fastball velocity of almost 95 miles an hour. This year, less than 7 strikeouts per 9 and an average fastball velocity that's nearly 2.5 mph less than a season ago. So the overall numbers, respectable for Dylan Bundy, 10-8, 4.24, but he's not a guy who the markets are in love with, you can clearly see, based on this line.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.